Hello, wonderful people. It is me. It is time for a vlog, y'all. It's Monday. So it's story time Monday. But y'all know what? Y'all didn't see my head. It look worse than this. And so I'm not even on here and try to act cute and stuff. Because by now, if you're here to look at me and look at me cute, then you would still be here. So screw it. Anyways, 23 minutes in and I'm talking bull. I'm going to try to keep this video short, sweet, and to the point. It is story time Monday. What up? So, I feel it's time to do this video. This is compared to some of the things I've shared on here. This video shouldn't be that hard, but it is for me because this is near and dear to my heart, and I don't share this with everybody. So, this story time will be the day that my mother passed away. I was 13. So it happened July 12th of 1997. My mother was a single mother, so it was just me and my mom at home. It was summer break. I was chilling. That's back when you had desktop computers and we had a game on, and I was playing a game, and I was in the house with my homegirl, she was my best friend at the time. I was in middle school, she was one of my best friends at the time. We were talking and laughing about the sleepover we had just had like the week before or whatever, and talking about when we want to get up and what we want to do or whatever for the Saturday. So, you know, making plans. Some we make up to the mall, you know. My mom had been sick since I was 5. So 8 years of my life she'd been sick. She had congestive heart failure, angina, high blood pressure. She was asthmatic. My mother never smoked. She was a heavier woman. So she was diagnosed with heart disease at 37. Because like I said, well, I didn't tell you how old she was when she had me. But anyway, so that's some background. Someone from my homegirl, my friend, you know, we just laughing, kiki, ha, and I'm all like, hey mom, I'm hungry. You gonna give me breakfast or whatever? And she responded to me, and I continued to play the game and talk to my friend on the phone, not thinking anything of it, you know. But having a sick parent, you know, your whole growing up time, you know, my mom had a massive heart attack when I was 9. You know, she'd been in the hospital. She had just came home from being in the hospital in May of that year, and she was doing good. You know, the day before, we had went out, we had went to the mall, we had laughed and joked. You know, my mom was my best friend. When she wasn't even trying to help the community, she was there for me. She was my biggest supporter. You know, she made sure that nothing went down in my school that wasn't supposed to. Let a teacher step out of line. Let somebody mess with me. She was the first one up there to get it situated and to get it fixed and get it handled. So I kept playing the game and talking to my friend, and I realized, well, she didn't answer me. You know, so I'm like, okay, hold on, girl. Let me go back here and see if I can get mom up. I'm hungry, and I want some pancakes. Like, I remember this day. I will always remember this day. This day haunts me. So I go back into the room and I'm like, mommy, get up. You know, I'm hungry. What are you fixing for breakfast? It's crazy. And she doesn't respond to me. And so I shake her or whatever, and she doesn't respond. And so I, being the child that I was, thought my mom was breathing, but she was unresponsive. So I go out and I tell my friend, let me call you back. I need to call 911 to come and get my mom to the hospital. And so I call 911, I give them our address, and I say, well, I believe she's breathing, but she's unresponsive. You know, I tell them all the heart conditions and things that she has, you know, the problems and stuff like that, or whatever. So it's okay, we want to send out the paramedics, we're on the way, whatever. So I hang with them, and I called my father. Yeah, I called him. I did, I called him. Biggest mistake I made in my life. So I called my dad, and I'm like, hey daddy, can you come meet me at the hospital and come get me? Because my mom has to go to the hospital and I need you to come from the hospital. He was like, that's fine, okay, just call me when the paramedics get there and y'all on y'all's way so I can get to the hospital. I'm like, okay, daddy, I'll call you. I love you. and we hung up or whatever. So I called my homegirl back, and we sitting there talking, and we waiting on the ambulance to get there, whatever. Did I call Papa yet? Okay, yeah. Before I called her back, I called Papa and was like, "Hey, Papa, something's wrong with my mom. I called the ambulance. They're on their way, or whatever." He's okay. Well, I'm on my way to the house. Now my Papa is not related to me. My Papa, well, God rest his soul. Papa was white and Indian. Papa met my mom because of like the community service work she did. Papa ran his own Christian drug and alcohol rehab. So Papa had been there since I was like 9 or 10. And in my life, he helped, with little things that she couldn't do. Because like I said, my mom raised me on disability and child support, and that's how she took care of me. And I never went without. We might not always have somewhere to live that was ours, but I never slept on the streets. So anyway, that's the story. The paramedics show up. I called my friend back, and we're talking on the phone. The paramedics come to the door. I put her on hold. I take them back to the room where my mom is. I go back out and get back on the phone because I've seen my mom be clinically dead for like 45 minutes, and they were able to resuscitate her. So I wasn't too much worried, about her not waking up. It never occurred to me that she'd already passed, So we're laughing, ha ha, he, and we giggling on the phone or whatever. My dad beeps in. He's like, "Did the paramedics get there yet?" And I was like, "Yeah, they're here. We haven't left yet, though." So he's like, "Well, let me speak to the paramedics." I was okay. Let me get one. Hold on. So I get the paramedics to the phone from my dad. And the paramedics tells my father, "I'm sorry to inform you, she passed." And I break down because no one told me that my mama passed. They just let me sit there and think, okay, they're working on her, it's fine, it's okay, and it wasn't. So my dad said, "Okay, I'm on the way to come get my daughter." And so when my mom was sick in May, she started getting her affairs in order. As far as what would happen to me, where I would go, what would be done, things of that nature. The last thing my mother told me was, "If something happens to me, I want you to go with Brother Troy, and he's going to take care of you." Brother Troy is what we call Papa before I started calling Papa. Okay? That's some backstory. So Papa gets there, and my dad is there, and they're like standing outside the apartment complex arguing and going back and forth. Now my father really is not really big on Caucasian people, mixed people. There's a lot of stuff that he doesn't like. He's not really big on, he's from the South, from dirty back. He was raised in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, so he's not really okay with Caucasians. My mother, on the other hand, saw no color, and so therefore I see no color. But my daddy sees color. He sees color like it's supposed to be seen. Like everybody else sees color. I just don't see color because I wasn't raised to see color. So my father and my papa are going back and forth. There's racial slurs thrown at each other. That's my child. Well, that might be your child, but you ain't take care of her. It was a hot mess when I tell y'all that they were arguing outside like my mom had just not died. Like I was just now an orphan, if that makes sense. Because all I knew was my mom. Yeah, I knew who my dad was, but he was never a big, major factor of my life. He was never there. And so I basically told my dad, I'm going Papa. I'll holler at you later. I'm going to Papa. So, my homegirl, her parents ended up coming and meeting us at the apartment. Because somehow or another I saw her, she died. I don't remember. This was darn near 20 years ago. But, so her parents come, and Papa asked them, can I go spend the night or whatever with them while he figures out what to do with me? You know, so I went and I spent the weekend with my friend and her family. And it was the hardest thing I ever had to do, to see my friend still have her mom and know that my mom was gone and she was never coming back. I remember it started raining, and I was always told when it rains, God is crying. And so I felt that God was crying because he lost his angel on earth, but God said bring her home with him. You know, even at 13, as hard as it was to lose her, I was so grateful. I knew she was no longer suffering, and she wasn't in pain, and she could breathe, and you know, she wasn't really swollen. She was full up from her heart not pumping the fluid, and a day doesn't go by but I don't miss her with every fiber of my being. And as I raise my son, I would give anything just to have her for a minute to tell me what to do. But, you know, it's life, and so and this story time is really hard for me, so I apologize to y'all. But my mom was a great person. She never met a stranger. She was never mean to anybody. Everybody loved her. She believed in the low income and the felons and the people everybody else forgets about. You know, she was their biggest champion. Where we lived, like downtown Hatton had a new high school in like years, like maybe 15, 20 years, and she picked the site the school was built on, and that's the school I ended up graduating high school from. So anyway, I will do a video telling y'all about my mama, you know, about my mom, and just how awesome she was. But anyway, I have to do a couple more videos for y'all tonight. So I love y'all. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new content every week. If you are subscribed, don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to comment in the comment section below. I just want to tell anybody who's experiencing the loss of a parent, the pain never, ever, 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 ever goes away. But you always have the reassurance that they're in a better place. You know, that God has a plan and a purpose for everything that happens. And like the Bible says, there's a season to live and a season to die. And it was just her season to die, and that's life. So, anyway, I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.